I guess firstly to, being the kind of national oil company, the national entity within Mozambique, what do you see your role to be in terms of working with the gentlemen on the stage here and their companies? What is it that ENH's role is as an NOC, which is maybe different to other regions where they very often operate in the assets themselves? So maybe if you could just kind of discuss how you see your role as we develop and we grow this Mozambican opportunity space.
Okay. Thank you, Matteo, for the opportunity and for that question. Being a national oil company in Mozambique today, it's quite exciting position because if you see Mozambique as it is today, we do have projects that are on the beginning stage, which we call exploration phase, projects that are on development phase, and I think that was highlighted here, that Rovuma LNG project. And we do have also projects that are on production phase. And when we go for those projects, we need to keep in mind that production in Mozambique started in 2004 by a project that's operated by Sasol in southern part of Mozambique that we call Panditeman, that allow us also to have infrastructure that comes from Mozambique to South Africa and to fulfill the needs of gas, not just in Mozambique, but also the southern part of Mozambique. So being a national oil company put us in a position to better understand and to better create those opportunities in order to allow all the other parts to convey for the same purpose, which is to bring the gas into production phase. So our aim as ENH is to make sure that those projects will contribute to development of the country, that those projects will provide domestic gas, because we do need to develop domestic market in Mozambique, in the Africa, in the region, that we are providing to the world a clean energy for that process that we call energy transition process. So we put Mozambique not just on the map, but we are also saying that Mozambique is a key solution to make able that process of energy transition. So we are in the better position to accept investors that need to develop their activities in Mozambique, and the conditions are there. Coral South is this example that shows that there is a system that works, there is opportunity that can be taken, there is a condition that allow project with that such magnitude to be developed and also communicate to the world that it's possible to do business in Mozambique. So the conditions are there, the potential are also there. And if I go back to where I've started talking this morning, so we have announced a discovery that has been made in 3 days in Mozambique on the southern part, which is Baobab discovery. So we have drilled 2 wells in a block called the PT5C in last 19 months. So the first one was not positive, the second one was positive, that we call Baobab well. So making us that 2 wells, 1 positive, 1 negative, so it gives us 50% of a success rate. So being that exploration is still alive, and we do need to invest on exploration. So if in one side we are working on exploration, the other side we are saying for the partner that we are here, that together we can move from exploration to development and from development to the production. Then the question may come, so what are the challenges that we have today? And if you go for the first example in terms of scale of production that we call Coral South since 2022, so we realize that there is a gap between the time we discover and the time we start the production. So the discovery in Rovuma Basin has been made in 2010, 2014, and the production starts in 2022. So there is a challenge to meet the expectation, not just for the country, but also the region, that we need to bring those results from the surface, from the subsurface to the surface. And to do that, we really need those guys that we have here in the panel to make sure. So the international oil companies, the EPCIC companies, Technip that we
Yeah.
that we have here, that together can collaborate with a national oil company, can collaborate with the government to make the path that we need to keep developing the country, the continent, and the world. So the key message is that Mozambique is a key enabler for fulfill the challenges today we have when we talk of energy transition.
Yeah.
But to make it happen, we do need to produce those resources. And we do need also to concentrate our action on exploration, because that will allow us to have enough reserves to fulfill those needs that we are looking at today.
Yeah.